Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pelek. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Happy New Year. It's officially 2022 and I'm here today to talk to you about how to plan for the new year. As we all know, New Year brings new opportunities, but do not be misguided. Just because it's the beginning of the year, your life will not magically change. So you need to be consistent, you need to be motivated, and also persistent in the process of reinventing yourself. So to plan ahead, one needs to imagine the change you desire or the places you want to see yourself in. It is critical to define this very early on, define your priorities and your goals. And although these might also change throughout the year, it's important to have that blueprint at the beginning of the year. Make sure that you write these down as well, don't forget. Some of the questions that you need to ask yourself is, do you have the resources that you need to go where you need to be or to do what you need to do? These resources could be financial resources, maybe it could be a skill you need to learn to build your capacity, etc. So remember, success is planned. It is never a coincidence. Once you have imagined where you want to be at the end of 2022, you then work backwards and start listing the things, the people, even the attitude that you need to get there. Once you have mapped these out, start putting timelines to each of them. Create a work plan, an individual personal work plan that would help you hold yourself accountable and also measure your performance against this plan. This step will help you figure out the big things that you want to accomplish and then breaking these goals down into smaller steps. So your work plan then should clearly spell out what you want to do and how you want to do it. So there is no room for ambiguity in a work plan. Also, remember, problems and challenges are inevitable. You cannot avoid them sometimes. Actually, you should anticipate them. It's naive to assume that just because you've got a plan in place that everything will go exactly as projected. When these challenges arise and goals are not met, be ready also to accept failure. It's part of life. They say that perseverance is the key to success. So try again and again, keep trying, and you will eventually succeed. And when you hit those milestones, make sure to celebrate and reward yourself, not for too long though, just enough to push you to the next goal. There is no single right way to plan for your new year. Every one of us have different needs, wants, and desires. And also some people work better with some vague structure. Others operate better when every single minute detail is set out. So what is important is figuring out what is it actually that works for you. Now, I'd like to share with you my own plan and how I envisage I would achieve my dreams and desires in 2022. To start, I'd like to say that my ultimate goal is to live a fulfilled life where I am the best version of myself and realizing my divine purpose. That is my goal. I know this might sound abstract to some of you, but my annual plan for 2022 then fits within this bigger goal. So I have outlined specific areas where I want to be more intentional about growth, about improving myself, and also seeing results. So the first area, department, whatever you want to call it, is my spiritual life. So under this quote-unquote department, I want to become more conscious, become more connected to my creator, and more in sync with my inner being. How I plan to realize this is by meditating more, praying more, having more meaningful relationships and conversations, deep conversations, and thinking more positively and also differently. The second department is career and intellect. In my career, I want to become an expert. I want to be a reference point and to climb up the ladder in the organization that I'm working for currently. And I plan to do this by challenging myself to read more, and research more, pushing myself to become that knowledge powerhouse. This is also connected to my aspirations to become more intellectually woke through the same strategy. The third department then I wanted to touch on is finances. I want to be more financially stable and independent. For some people, this might mean making more money, changing their job, whatever it is, see what works for you. But for me, it's more about diversifying my sources of income. And ultimately, this will lead to more financial freedom. The fourth department is health. For me personally, I want to be more healthier, both physically and mentally. So this includes being intentional about what I eat and also about what my mind consumes and what I listen to, what I see. I have a target weight for 2022 that I will not mention or share here, but I just want to acknowledge that with age, our bodies become less tolerable to a lot of things. We're growing. And also with age, we tend to, want to be in more calm spaces, in more peaceful spaces. So let's be intentional and listen to our bodies, our minds, and our souls and what it's yearning for. Allow me to stop here, but I just want to say that remember, it's important to have a plan for your whole life. You can also break it down and have a plan for this year, which is 2022. Your plan is something that would work for you. You cannot copy paste a plan from somewhere else. It must be, devised specifically for you. The other thing I want to say is be flexible with this plan. It's not, it's not law, it's just a plan. And also be ready to accept failure. Life and things happen. So just be ready for all kinds of things. So I wish each and every one of you success this year. I hope that you will find joy, happiness, and success in all walks of your life. And I want to wish you a happy 2022. Until next time, see you.